Test 1, 2. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Freeburg Court, Mississinewa High School for tonight's doubleheader action with the visiting team, the Frankton Eagles, and your home team, the Mississinewa Indians. It's another CIC showdown. Frankton will have first possession. Shot up is no good, and the Indians are out and running. Williams goes to Campbell. Campbell inside wing. Cuts out to Bryce. Lukey goes baseline, and he walks, and it'll go to Frankton. Frankton will cross the timeline, 6:17 to play in the first quarter. An inside pass is too hard, goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Indians. Lukey goes to Ulrich. Ulrich goes back to Lukey. Bounce pass to Williams. Williams will go to Ulrich. Inside pass to Asbury. Asbury moves it around, goes to Williams. Williams goes to the corner to Ulrich. Ulrich tries to go inside to Lukey, and it's out of bounds on Frankton. Ulrich will take it from the baseline. Pass to Williams, goes back to Ulrich in the corner, gets inside, cuts it back out to Campbell at the top of the key. Ulrich, Williams, Lukey inside Asbury. Asbury moves it around at the volleyball line, shot up, good. And Asbury will have the first 2 points of tonight's game. A nice pass inside by Frankton, and it's all knotted up at 2 apiece. Ulrich to Williams. Williams goes to Campbell. Ulrich in the corner for 3, and it's no good. Offensive rebound by Hayden Ulrich. Shot up, no good. Gets his rebound, steps out of bounds. And we'll go to Frankton. Frankton will have possession, 4:55 left to play in the first quarter, and it's a Frankton turnover. Shot up by Mississinewa is no good. And Frankton will head to their side. It's another Frankton turnover. Williams, Ulrich, Lukey. Lukey will go back to Williams. Williams will go to Campbell. Campbell will hold it. He will go to Asbury. The ball is loose. Asbury recovers. Goes to Williams. Wing to wing. Inside to Lukey. Lukey kicks it back out to Campbell at the wing. Campbell cuts inside, takes it by himself, and the basket is good. Campbell will head to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Dakota Ansel will check in for Mississinewa. Campbell will be at the line for 1 shot. One and only is no good, and Frankton will march to their side. Three underway by Frankton, and he knocks it down. Aiden Bronston knocks down the 3. Had to do a little search on the roster. 3 underway again by Frankton, and it's no good, and it'll be a rebound. Mississinewa steps out of bounds, and it'll go to Frankton. Frankton steps around, bucket is good. 2 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the first quarter. Indians have possession. Ulrich cuts inside, dishes it off to Ansel. Ansel will kick it out to Lukey. Lukey, 2-point jumper, and it's an air ball, and it's no good. And it'll be an offensive rebound for the Indians. Campbell goes to Ansel. Ansel works it around, goes to Lukey. Ulrich, Campbell, inside, nice pass inside to Bryce Lukey, and the bucket is good. Three underway by Frankton is good. 3-point basket by Ryan Smith puts Frankton up 12-6. Williams, Ulrich will pull the 3 from the arc, and it's no good. Campbell, Lukey in the corner, works it around, drives inside, takes it by himself. And there will be a foul.
Fouls on Eagle number 32, Zach Davenport, his first, team second.
Fouls on Eagle number 32, Zach Davenport, his first, team second. Bryce Lukey will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is good.
Bryce Hudson returns the line over Frankton.
You don't have any photographers, do you?
Second one is up and good.
It's not that hard to do social media.
I know. That was the whole point.
Plus, if you take pictures, you can send them to my phone. I get them to send to my phone at halftime. Or at the end of the game. The camera's already all set up.
Ulrich to Williams. Williams to Campbell. Campbell, 2-point jumper at the volleyball line, and it's good. .46 seconds to play in the first quarter here in the JV game. Campbell out and running, and there will be a foul. There is an official review. And there will be, looks like, a technical on Mississinewa.
Technical foul against Mississinewa.
So it'll be a technical foul on Mississinewa. First technical free throw is no good. The second one is good. Colton Edwards will check in for the Indians. Young goes to Ulrich. Ulrich will take it by himself, and it is good. It's a 1-point ball game, 32 seconds to play in the first quarter. And there will be a block. Be a foul on Indy number 10, Hayden Ulrich. His first, team's third, and Frankton will take it out of bounds from the baseline. 5 seconds. Shot up, no good, but there will be a foul. Foul will be on number 32, Colton Edwards. Bryce Hodson will be at the line for 2 shots.
Bryce Hodson is in front of 2 shots.
And it'll be Mississinewa ball. Don't forget, it is a doubleheader JV and varsity contest tonight on Friedenberg Court. Tune in at approximately 3 minutes after the JV contest. As I say that, Colton Edwards puts it up at the end of the first quarter. It is tied up at 14 apiece. Again, approximately 3 minutes after the JV contest, the Max's Barbershop Varsity pregame show will tip off. Welcome back to Friedenberg Court as we start the second quarter. It is not at all knotted up at 14 apiece. Nice inside pass, kicks it out. Indians again will have possession. Nice inside pass to Ansel. Ansel puts it up. No, gets his own rebound. Tries to go off of an Eagle foot, and it'll go to Frankton. Nice inside pass by Frankton. We'll put him up 16-14. Young bounce pass to Ulrich. Ulrich will cross the timeline. Ulrich dribbles in, slow things down. Young for three, and it's good. Shot up, no, but there is a foul. Bryce Hodson will be at the line for 2 shots. First one is good. Lucas Asbury, Jay Johnson, and Carson Campbell will check in for the Indians. Like to wish the following Indian wrestling players that advance to the Fort Wayne Semi-State tomorrow. Kyler Funt, Cortland Smith, and Andrew Cruz, again, will compete in the Fort Wayne Semi-State tomorrow. Asbury, Jay Johnson, Johnson, 3, good.
Jay Johnson.
Aiden Brodston with the 2-point bucket. Asbury works it around to Jay Johnson. Johnson goes to Young. Young gets inside to Edwards, tips out of bounds on Edwards, and it'll go to Frankton. Keegan Williams returns for the Indians.
Keegan Williams is lineup for the Indians.
Four minutes and 40 seconds to play before halftime. And there will be a foul. Fouls on Indian number 31, Cree Young, his first, team 7th. Aiden Brodston will be at the line shooting. And Bryce Lukey returns for the Indians. The first one is good. Basket is good, and there'll be a push out of the block.
Foul on Eagle number 50, Wyatt Drake, his first.
Fouls on Eagle number 50, Wyatt Drake, on the push. It's a 2-point ball game. Indians 20, Eagles 22. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the second quarter. Indians will work it around the arc. And it's an Indian turnover. Brodston will go up, no. And the ball will recover for Frankton. Inside pass to Wyatt Drake. Drake puts it down and good. A 4-point ball game. Johnson at the top of the key. Out of bounds on Mississinewa, and it'll go to Frankton. Colton Edwards will return for the Indians. 30-second timeout. Mississinewa. This timeout is brought to you by Grant County State Bank. Proudly serving Grant County for over 70 years. Marion, Sweetser, and Swayze. We'll be back in 30. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the second quarter. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to play, and it's a 4-point ball game. Mississinewa 20, Frankton 24. Shot up by Frankton is no good, and it'll be a rebound, Colton Edwards. Campbell goes to Johnson. Johnson goes to Williams. Williams goes to Lukey. Lukey dribbles it around to Campbell. Johnson. Johnson inside. Edwards at the free throw line. And a weird shot by Lukey's no good, and it'll be an offensive rebound. Mississinewa. Johnson shot up is no good. Lucas Asbury, Hayden Ulrich, Dakota Ansel, and Cree Young will check in for Mississinewa. Two minutes and 45 seconds. Johnson out running for Mississinewa. Nice look to Lukey is no good, but it'll be an offensive rebound. Campbell will pull the three. It's no good. It'll go off of an Indian, and it'll go to Frankton again. Lucas Asbury, Cree Young, Hayden Ulrich, and Dakota Ansel will check in for Mississinewa. Frankton will work it around with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. A quick three by Frankton is good. Young drives inside, kicks it to Ansel in the corner. Goes to Ulrich. Asbury. Asbury to Young. Young to Ansel. Ansel will go to Ulrich. Ulrich will go to Asbury. Asbury for three, and it's good. 55 seconds to play before halftime. Carson Campbell will return for the Indians. It'll be a double dribble from Frankton, and it'll go to the Indians. .45 seconds to play in the second quarter. Asbury for another three, and it's no good. And it'll be a rebound, Frankton. Frankton, deep pass to the other side is no good, but there'll be a foul. Fouls on number 44, Lucas Asbury, his first, team's 8th. Zach Davenport will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is no good. The second one is up and no good. Young, and it'll be an Indian turnover. Eight seconds. At the end of the second quarter, Indians 23, Eagles 27. We'll be back with more Indian basketball action after this halftime break. Welcome back to start the second half at Friedenberg Court. Indians 23, Eagles 27. Frankton will have possession for the first time this second half. Nice pass early inside. Will keep Frankton up. Again, for those who just tuned in, approximately 3 minutes after this JV contest, the Max's Barbershop pregame show will tip off for the varsity contest. And again, if you just tuned in, I'd like to give a shout out to the Mississinewa Wrestling team and players, and Coach Funk and the rest of the wrestling coaching staff, as Indians will send 3 wrestlers to the Fort Wayne Semi-State. Kyler Front, Cortland Smith, and Andrew Cruz will all compete in the Fort Wayne Semi-State on Saturday. I'd like to give a shout out to the TribeTV crew that is here tonight working this CIC action. Robert Jones, Seth Gashonik, Gage Smith, myself, and as always, our media director, Mr. Brooks Holloway. Indians work it around here. And it's a lazy pass by Williams, and it'll be a turnover. Jumper at the volleyball line will roll in. Asbury will pull the 3, and it's good. Frankton goes up, no, goes up again, no, and it'll be a board, Mississinewa. Ulrich will slow things down. Asbury thinks about a 3. He says, well, let me pull that, and that is no good. Jay Johnson will return for Mississinewa, gives Hayden Ulrich a break. Four minutes and 13 seconds to play in the third quarter. Frankton, 3, no. And it'll be a board by Jay Johnson. Asbury will pull the 3 again, and it's good. (29-31), Frankton leads, and it'll be a turnover. Frankton, Bryce Lukey is wide open down floor, and there will be a foul. Bryce Lukey will head to the line. It'll be a no-line shot. Take it out of the baseline. My mistake. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Indians 29, Eagles 31. Asbury passes it into Carson Campbell. Carson drives inside, goes to Williams. Williams tipped out of bounds by Frankton, and it'll stay with the Indians. Lukey to Campbell. Campbell goes to Johnson. Johnson. Crossover. Goes to Williams in the corner. Keegan for 3, and it's no good. Frankton drives in, uses the backboard, shot up and good. 29-33, Frankton leads with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the third quarter, and it's an Indian turnover. Shot up by Frankton is good. Zach Davenport. Johnson, Williams. Williams will go to Lukey. Lukey has a wide open lane, put it up, and it's no good. And it'll be a turnover, Frankton. Asbury to Lukey. Lukey will pull the three, and it's good. 30-35. Fouls on Indy number 33, Bryce Lukey. His first, team second. Young will return for the Indians. Frankton works at 1 minute and 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Shot up, no good. Shot up again with an offensive rebound, and it's good. Johnson goes up strong, and it rolls in and out. And there will be a foul on Indy number 12, Jay Johnson. One minute to play in the third quarter. Nice work by Frankton. 29 seconds to play. Dakota Ansel heads to the scores table for Mississinewa. Johnson will go to Lukey. Lukey will look. Lukey goes inside. Young. Young for three, and it's no good. And it'll be a turnover. Frankton. Lukey is wide open. Lukey's shot up is no good. At the end of the third quarter, Indians 32, Eagles 39. We'll be back in 60. The 60-second timeout is brought to you by Nicholson Realty. 121 North 3rd Street in Gas City, 765-674-6923.
Two sports, one of the 12 guys, Mississinewa Community Schools, for Minnesota Regional Hospital, Princeton Guideline, for Governor Scott's Point Installation Company, Chevrolet Gas City, and Glass, Service Varsity, East Walker, the Frankton Gas City, Cafe Valley, and the Varsity, Duty, Myers, Summers, and
Welcome back to Gas City as we start the fourth quarter here at Friedenberg Court. Indians 32, Eagles 39. Indians will have possession. Ansel will look, cut inside by himself. Ball up, and it's no good. And it'll be a foul on. Fouls on Indian number 22, Carson Campbell, his second, team's fourth. Luke Sherwood will be at the line for 2 shots. Hayden Ulrich will return for the Indians. An offensive rebound for Frankton. Lucas Asbury and Keegan Williams will head to the scores table for the Indians. Young for 3, and it's good. Reminder, I will step aside at the 4-minute mark to get things ready for the Max's Barbershop pregame show. Again, at the 4-minute mark, I will step aside to get things ready for the Max's Barbershop pregame show. Williams in the corner will go to Campbell. Campbell to Young. Young for 3, and it's good. Five minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Shot up, Frankton, no good, and it'll be a rebound, Young. Young will lose control, and it'll go to Frankton. Four minutes to play in the fourth and final quarter here at Friedenberg Court. I'm going to step aside to get things ready for the Max's Barbershop pregame show.
Fouls on the number 42, Steve Williams, his second, team fifth. Three-point basket, Aiden Cross. Fouls on the number 42, Steve Williams, third, team sixth. Joe Johnson across the team. Into the lineup for the Indians. 30 seconds out. Frankton. Lucas has rotation going up to the east. Jackson Portland play. Guys on 80 Saturday. Jackson Portland one shooting one of those. League 22, Jackson Portland is first. D4. Asbury was third, team ninth. I believe she would be the one actually one of those.
Welcome to the Max's Barbershop pregame show. Again, the Max's Barbershop pregame show tips off now. Take a look at first team stat comparisons for both teams. For Frankton, averaging 67 points per game, 27 rebounds per game, 16 assists per game, 9 steals per game, and 2 blocks per game. For Mississinewa, 61 points per game, 25 rebounds per game, assists per game is 15, steals per game is 8, and blocks per game is 2. Team leaders for both teams. Start off with Mississinewa. For Mississinewa, points per game is led by number 21, Tay McClung with 15. Rebounds per game is led by number 21, Tay McClung with 6. Assists per game is led by number 24, Anthony Horton with 4. Steals per game is led by number 24, Anthony Horton with 2. And blocks per game is led by Landon Swanner with .6. We're going to take a 60-second break and come back with team leaders for Frankton. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball pregame show on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to the Max's Barbershop pregame show, and we look at Frankton team leaders. Points per game is led by number 30, Caden Key with 18. Rebounds per game is led by number 40, Rylan Detning with 6. Assists per game is led by number 10, Brayton Kane with 4. Steals per game is led by number 14, Ethan Bates with 2. And blocks per game is led by number 40, Rylan Detling with .9. We are going to take another 60-second break and come back with more team stat comparisons for both teams. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball pregame show presented by Max's Barbershop. Welcome back to the Max's Barbershop pregame show. We are going to take a look at records, conference records, home records, away records, and win percentage and rankings for both teams. We'll start off with the visiting team, the Frankton Eagles. Ranked 11th in their class, ranked 82nd in Indiana, and nationally they're ranked 3,272. Overall, they come into this matchup 16-3, 5-0 in the Central Indiana Conference. Again, this is a CIC showdown. At home, they are 10-0, and away, they are 5-3 with a 842 win percentage. For Mississinewa, ranked 41 in their class, 152 in the state of Indiana, and nationally they are ranked 6,085. Indians come into this matchup 10-7, 4-1 in the Central Indiana Conference, 5-2 on Friedenberg Court, and 4-5 away with a 588 win percentage. Team scoring average for the MaxPeps.com predicted score of the game. Frankton predicted to win 67-61 over the Indians. Take a look at coaches' stats and sectional in class. Frankton is led by Brett Robston, 174-92 in 11th season at the school. Sectional 40 in class 2A. For Mississinewa, led by in his first year, Coach James Reed, 10-7, sectional 23 in class 3A. You have just heard the stats from the Max's Barbershop pregame show. 10 minutes until the opening tip here at Friedenberg Court.
Mississinewa Principal Steve Water, Assistant Principals Andy Resch and Chad Cruz, and Athletic Director Chance Young would like to welcome you Reporter Court in Mississinewa High School for tonight's CIC contest between the visiting Frankton Eagles and your Mississinewa Indians. This time, the Mississinewa Princeton Pride Band will honor America with the playing of our national anthem under the direction of Mrs. Cindy Walker. Sportsmanship is a top priority for Mississinewa High School and the CIC. Your admission to this athletic event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by these student athletes. Please give these athletes your encouragement and support. Efforts to applaud the talents of all participants is greatly appreciated. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials, coaches, or athletes is unacceptable in sportsmanship. This time I'd like to introduce you to the starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Frankton Eagles. Starting at one guard, 5'11" senior number 10, Frankton King. And another guard, 5'10" junior number 14, Ethan Bates. Third guard possession, 6'1" senior number 30, Caden Key. And one forward, 6'1" senior number 20, John Axel. And at the other forward, 6'7" senior number 40, Rylan Getley. The Eagles are coached by Brett Roxton and his assistants, Rex Bockert and Justin Fisher. And now, the starting lineup, your Mississinewa Indians. Starting at one guard, 6'2" sophomore, number 22, Landon Swanner. At another guard, 6' junior.
Well, again, good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the CIC Showdown. You have just heard the perfect starting lineups by public address announcer Kurt McCollum. I'm Ryan Scott. I'll have the call of the game for you, and for the rest of the TribeTV crew members that are here tonight, we hope you enjoy the stream. Well, the tip is seconds away, and we will see who it is controlled by. Jumping it up for tonight is Larry Dean, and for Frankton, Ryland Betning. And the tip is up, and it is controlled by Frankton. Frankton will move from left to right. Frankton will put the call in early, have a wide open pass for a layup, and it is good. Frankton starts off with a 2-0 lead here early. Anthony Horton at the point guard position for the Indians. He will look. He will dish it off to Tay McClung. Tay in the corner. Bounce pass to Landon Swanner. Swanner will look, go to McClung. McClung will go back to Horton. Horton drives inside, spin move, goes up, no good, but there is a foul. Fouls on John Atzel, his first, team's first. Anthony Horton will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is up and no good. The second one is up and it is good. It's a 1-point ball game. Frankton will move it around. They cut inside, use the big men. Work it inside. They'll kick it to the corner. Corner will think about a 3. No, dribbles around. Takes it to the top of the key. And the wing for 3, no good. It'll be out of bounds on Frankton. It'll go to the Indians. The tip, and Tay McClung is there to recover. Try to get inside to Dean. Dean will recover and will slow things down for the Indians. Horton will look, go to Landon Swanner. Swanner goes to Skeens, goes to McClung in the corner. Works it around. Swanner inside to Dean. Dean puts it up. No. And there will be an offensive foul. Player control foul on number 20, Larry Dean, his first, team's first, and Frankton will march to their side. Good pass inside by Frankton, shot up, no good. And the Indians will recover. Swanner goes to Horton. Horton will take it in by himself, and it's an Indian turnover. And the shot up is good by Caden Key. Gains to McClung to Horton. Horton inside to Dean, gets even more inside, and Horton puts it up and good. A too hard of a pass by Frankton will force the ball to go to the Indians. Colin Yoder will check in for the Indians. Colin Yoder will take it out of bounds from the baseline. Horton. Horton will look, And he will go to Colin Yoder. Yoder will go cross court to Swanner. Swanner will pull the three, and it's just short. Frankton goes up, no, and it'll be out of bounds on Frankton. Good call, and it'll go to the Indians. Landon Swanner will take it from the baseline. He will dish it off to Anthony Horton. Horton will call Yoder past the half-court line. Swanner gets inside Dean. Dean gets it ripped away. Colin Yoder's there to recover. Two-point jumper at the CIC, no good. Dean puts it up for the putback, and it's good. A three underway from Frankton is no good. It'll be an offensive rebound shot up at the CIC, and it's good. Horton will go to Yoder. 3 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. Yoder to Horton at the wing. Horton goes to McClung, goes to Swanner. Swanner pump fakes, shot up at the free throw line. Jumper is good. Frankton will head to their side. It's a 1-point ball game. Indians lead. 3 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the first quarter. Nice pass inside by Frankton. Puts it up and good. Horton will march to their side, crosses the timeline. He will dish it off to Tay McClung. McClung will go to Swanner. Swanner will call Yoder over. Yoder will go to McClung. McClung will go to Horton. Horton will look. Gets Dean inside. Nice look to the corner to Colin Yoder. Yoder goes baseline, kicks it out to Landon Swanner. Swanner goes to Horton. Ball is tipped, and Colin Yoder there to recover, and there's a foul, and looks like it'll be a foul on number 30, Caden Key. Foul is on number 30, Caden Key, his first, team second. Heisman Skeens returns for Mississinewa. Landon Swanner will take it out of bounds in front of the Eagles. We'll go to Skeens. We'll go to Horton. Horton will look and go back to Swanner at the top of the key. Swanner drives inside. Nice pass inside to McClung. McClung puts it up, and it's all ball, and it'll go to Frankton. Two minutes and 5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Frankton has possession. And it'll be a Frankton turnover. Indians are out and running. It'll be an Indian turnover. And the Indians will recover again. Swanner will pull the three, and it is good. And there will be, the ball will go out of bounds on the Indians, and it'll stay with Frankton. .135 to play in the first quarter. Inside pass, works it around. Frankton shot up, good. Rylan Dentley with the 2 points. Anthony Horton will take it by himself, and he will count the basket. Anthony Horton will head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Anthony Horton will be at the line, shooting one and only. One and only is good. Frankton to their side, 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Frankton works it around the arc. Continues to work, and it's close to be a Frankton turnover. Shot up, and it is good by Ryland Detney. And and it'll be in an official's timeout. Indians lead 13-12. Congratulations to Ryland Detney as he passes the 1,000-point career. Welcome back to Gas City as we start the second quarter. A three underway by Heisman. Skeens is no good. And there will be a travel on Frankton. And it'll go to the Indians. Anthony Horton will be at the point guard position for the Indians. Tay McClung will go up. And there will be no call. A good no call. Landon Swanner will take it out of bounds for the baseline. Goes to McClung to Skeens. Goes back to Swanner. Baseline. Kicks it out to Skeens. Skeens inside. Kicks it back out to Swanner. And the Frankton fans are fired up. Swanner deep three, and it's no good. And it'll be an offensive rebound by Larry Dean. McClung to Horton. And Horton will slow things down. In the corner to Landon Swanner. Inside to Dean. Kicks it back out to Landon Swanner. 6:55. Swanner pulls the three, and it's no good. Shot up, no good. Eisman Skeens to Swanner. Swanner 2-point jumper, no good, and it'll be a foul. Fouls on Indian number 22, Landon Swanner, his first, team second. Cade Campbell enters for the Indians. Cross-court pass for Frankton for three. And Andrew Hartley knocks it down. Cade Campbell will go to Anthony Horton. Horton will look and has to dish it off to Cade Campbell. Gets inside to Swanner, goes to McClung, goes back to Horton. Horton 2-point jumper, and it's off. Five minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. Nice pass inside by Frankton. Rylan Dittning with another 2 points. A hard pass by the Indians will force another Indian turnover. And it'll be a Frankton turnover. A wide open pass to Anthony Horton. A too hard of a pass, steps out of bounds and forces another Indian turnover. Or out of bounds, my mistake. And we'll go to Frankton. Indians playing pressure defense here. Nice defense by Colin Yoder. Wide open, corner three for Caden Key, and he knocks it down. And there will be a foul on Frankton. Fouls on Rylan Detning, his first. Team's fourth. Tate McClung returns for Mississinewa. Colin Yoder will pass it in from the baseline, goes to Larry Dean. Dean goes to Horton. Horton goes to Yoder. Thinks about going to Skeens. Inside of Horton. Horton puts it up strong and good. 30-second timeout. Mississinewa. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Sophie's Ice Cream. 306 West Main Street in Gas City. 765-677-0155. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the second quarter. It's a 5-point ball game. Indians trail 15-20, 4 minutes and 11 seconds to play before halftime. Bates will cross the timeline for Frankton. Kane to Bates. Frankton, Kane dishes it off to Dentling, and it'll be a swat by the Indians. Ball is loose. It'll be a jump ball. Good call by Coach Reed, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. Mississinewa. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Twin City Auto Body, 1427 East Main Street in Gas City, 765-674-7733. Back in 30, this is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City. As you can see on your screen, an athletic and field and court field footage by TribeTV Drone 1. Again, footage that you just saw of the Mississinewa Athletic Campus is by TribeTV Drone 1. We continue with the second quarter, 3 minutes and 43 seconds to play, and it'll be an inbound for Mississinewa. Yoder gets inside to McClung. McClung puts it up. Good. Nice assist by Colin Yoder. Frankton cuts inside. Behind the back. No. And Caden Key will be there for the putback. Nice rebound basket by Caden Key. Will keep Frankton up 17-22. It'll be out of bounds on Frankton, and it'll stay with the Indians. Landon Swanner will return for Mississinewa. Three minutes on the dot to play. (17-22). Anthony Horton will cross the timeline. He works it to Dean. Dean will go back to Anthony Horton. Horton will cut inside. Swanner, two-point jumper at the volleyball line, and it's off. Shot up, and it is no good. A nice pass down low to Anthony Horton. He'll put it up, and it's good. 19-22, 2 minutes and 23 seconds to play before halftime. Frankton will have possession. They will cut inside, and it's no good. Swanner slows things down for the Indians. Schemes for three, and it is good. And Coach Reed is fired up, and it's all knotted up at 22 apiece. Good to see the MHS student section fired up. Great job by Seth Gashonik on the video boards here on Friedenberg Court. Nice defense by the Indians, playing pressure defense here, 1:20 to play. And they will force it to back top. Caden Key will cut inside to Dentling and put it good. Very not good defense by the Indians. Swanner baseline shot up, no good. Those are shots you have to finish, and it'll be a Frankton turnover. Heisman Skeens goes to Anthony Horton. Horton's one-on-one, puts it in. (24-24), 43 seconds before half. Frankton works it around, shot up good by Detling. Anthony Horton will slow things down for the Indians. It's a 2-point ball game. Anthony Horton thinks about driving inside. Skeens to Swanner, 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Swanner will pull the 3, and it is good at the buzzer. Indians 27, Eagles 26, and we're heading to the halftime break. Don't forget, tomorrow the Indians will send 3 wrestlers to the Fort Wayne Semi-State. Kyler Funk, Cortland Smith, and Andrew Cruz will head to the Fort Wayne Semi-State tomorrow.
Boys C team, junior varsity, varsity basketball teams will travel to Eastbrook. C team game begins at 5 p.m. Starting second half for Frankton. Pregame, Bates, John Hatzel, Paige Key, and Ryan Devlin. Mississinewa, Larry Dean, Taylor Plum, Andrew Swanner, Anthony Gordon, and Isaac Stevens.
Welcome back to the second half at Friedenberg Court. Indians are up by 1, 27-26. And the clock is ticking. Anthony Horton is out running for the Indians. A jumper at the CIC is no good. And it'll go to Frankton. And it'll go back to the Indians. Landon Swanner for 3, and it's no good. And it'll go to Frankton. Tay McClung, seat were set. Yes, sir. And a good call. Player control foul on number 20, John Hatzel. His second. Team's first of the second half. Anthony Horton will go to Landon Swanner. Swanner will try to get inside to Dean, and it's no good. And it'll go to Frankton. Out of bounds on Mississinewa, and it'll go to Frankton. Again, shout out to all the TribeTV crew that is here tonight. Robert Jones, Seth Kashanik, myself, Gage Smith, and as always, Mr. Brooks Holloway. Caden Key in the corner for 3, and it's no good, and Tay McClung will bring down the board. Horton will go to Swanner, swings it to Skeens. Skeens goes back to Horton at the top of the key, cuts inside, goes in the corner for Skeens for 3, and it rolls in and out. Shot up by Frankton. And it rolls in by number 30, Caden Key. And there will be a 30-second timeout. Frankton, this 30-second timeout is brought to you by Mike Anderson Chevrolet, 119 East Main Street in Gas City. We'll be back in 30. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the third quarter here at Friedenberg Court. 6:15 left to play. Indians trail by 1. Skeens will pass it into Anthony Horton. Horton will go to Skeens, goes back to Swanner. Swanner will go sideline. He will be trapped. He will break it, and he will try to go to Tay McClung, and it's no good. And Colin Yoder will head to the scores table. Tipped out of bounds by Tay McClung, and it'll stay with Frankton. Colin Yoder returns for Mississinewa. Three underway for Frankton. Hatzel will knock it down. 27-31, and it'll be a turnover, Mississinewa. And the Frankton fans are fired up once again. Shot up, no good, and it'll go to the Indians. Colin Yoder will bring down the board. He is getting hacked, thank you. Fouls on Eagle number 10, Brayton Kane, his second. Skeens will go to Yoder. Yoder will go Horton. Horton will take it from the sideline. And it'll go to Colin Yoder. Yoder crosses the timeline. Horton has it wide open. He goes to Skeens. Yoder for three, and it's no good. And it'll go to the Indians. And there will be a foul on number 22, Landon Swanner. His second. Caden Key will be at the line. First one is no good. Second one is good. Swanner to Skeens in the corner, goes back to Swanner. Swanner go to Horton at the top of the key. 27-32. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Swanner, McClung, Horton. Horton will go to Swanner. Go back to Horton. Horton will go back to Swanner. Go back to Yoder. And it'll be an Indian turnover. Key up, good. And he will head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. And it'll be a 60-second timeout, Mississinewa. We will be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City, and as you can see on your screen, just a few seconds ago, you saw the athletic picture for baseball, softball, football, soccer, and tennis, brought to you by TribeTV Drone 1. Key will be at the line for another, and it is good. (27-25), Frankton leads. 3:49 to play, and there'll be a foul. Fouls on Frankton, and he'll take the ball out of bounds. Swanner for three. Pop and stop, and it's no good. Key one-handed, and it's good. Horton goes to McClung. McClung puts it up. Good. 29-37. And it'll be a 5-second violation, and that sparked the Indians. Horton goes to McClung, works it around, gets it from the arc, and it is shot up at the volleyball line. It's no good. Key up, no good. 29-39. And there will be a foul on number 30, Caden Key. Key's second, team's fourth. Will Watley will check in for Frankton. Cade Campbell will return for Mississinewa. Another good luck to the Mississinewa robotics team as they compete tomorrow on Friedenberg Court. Swanner for three, and he connects. 32-39. And a wide open pass. Key for three, no, and it'll be a rebound, Larry Dean. Dean out and running, goes to Swanner. Swanner slow things down. Baseline, two-point jumper up, good. (34-39). Nice defense by the Indians. Shot up. Good. And Frankton will head to the line. Again, for the old-fashioned three-point play. Detling will head to the line. Fouls on Indian number 12, Larry Dean, his second. Team's third. Detling will be at the line for one shot. One and only is good. 34-42. Swanner trapped in the corner, releases to Dean, and a too-hard of a pass by Larry Dean, and the ball will go to the Eagles. Eisman Skeens returns for the Indians. And Mr. Brooks Holloway has made his appearance, and the little guy. Shot up by Caden Key is good. Horton will be trapped, breaks it, goes to Swanner, and there will be a foul, looks like on number 12, Larry Dean. Dean's third, and will be team's fourth. 34-44, 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. Tyler Sizemore checks in for the Indians. Frankton shot up, no good, and it'll be a rebound. Anthony Horton. Horton shot up is no good, and there'll be a foul. And let's see who it's on. Fouls on John Hatzel, his third, team's fifth. Anthony Horton will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is good. The second one is no good. It'll be an offensive rebound. Horton will be the ball handler for the 15 seconds, and the Indians will hold for 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Horton for 3, and it's no good. At the end of the third quarter, Indians 35, Eagles 44. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we start the fourth quarter. Campbell will look, go to Horton. Horton will go to Swanner. Swanner will look, and he will wait. Go to Sizemore, goes back to Swanner. 2-point jumper, free throw line, and it's just short. Indians will put a trap here, and shot up is no good. Caden Key will be at the line. First one is no good. Tay McClung and Larry Dean. Second one is no good. Landon Swanner will go to Anthony Horton. Horton will look, and he will go to Heisman Skeens. Skeens. Swanner, Dean. And there will be a foul on Frankton. Foul will be on Braden Kane, his third, team sixth. Horton will go to Swanner. Swanner will look, cut inside to McClung. Ball is out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Indians. 6 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the fourth and final quarter here in Gas City. Swanner in the corner. He goes to Skeens. Skeens pulls the three, and it's just short. And it'll be a rebound, Caden Key.
Frankton.
37-45, and there's a timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Welcome back to Gas City. As we continue with the fourth quarter, Indians trail 37-45. And the ball will be loose. Heisman Skeens will put it up, and it's good. 39-45, 6:15 left to play. And the shot up is no good. And the Indians will head to their side. Anthony Horton will put it up, and it is good. Indians playing good defense here. Shot up, good. And it's a 6-point ball game. Skeens will go to Dean. Dean will cut inside, shot up, no. Rebound, Tay McClung. McClung puts it up, and it's good. 43-47, shot up, good. It's back and forth, and it's a timeout. Timeout, Frankton, and we'll be back in 30. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Turning Over a New Leaf Flowers and Gifts, 313 West Main Street in Gas City, 765-573-3366. We'll be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball, live from Gas City. Give a shout out to the spring sports, baseball, softball, track, and boys golf as they are preparing for the 2019 spring season. 3 underway by Heisman Skeens is no good. And keep a lookout on MCSC social media, their website, and TribeTV's social media and TribeTV's website, as spring schedules will be released with the special design by Mr. Brooks Holloway and Mr. Seth Koshanik. Frankton's shot up is no good. Tay McClung is one-on-one, and he puts it up, and it's good. 45-49, 4:16 left to play in the fourth quarter. Frankton drives baseline. Key deep three, no good, and the Indians will have possession. Anthony Horton shot up, no good, but he will head to the line.
Fouls on Eagle number 14, Ethan Bates, his second, team 7.
Bates is second.
Anthony Horton, line shooting 2.
Anthony Horton will be at the line for 2 shots. First one is released and good. Yoder will return for the Mississinewa Indians. And the second one is good. 47-49. (47-49), 3:38 to play in the fourth quarter. Good defense by the Indians. And it'll be a technical on Frankton, and Friedenberg Court is all fired up. And it'll be a 5th foul on Brayton Kane. And there will be a officials review. Landon Swanner will head to the line. And the first one is good. And the second one is good by Landon Swanner. And it's all knotted up at 49 apiece. Larry Dean will check in for Mississinewa. Swanner will inbound from the sideline, and he'll go to Anthony Horton. 3:10 left to play. McClung, Dean to back to McClung to Horton. Horton, 3 is good! A deep pass in the corner. Frankton will slow things down, and the Indians will play close D here. Shot up by Frankton is no good. It'll go to the Indians. Tipped out of bounds, and the ball will go to Mississinewa.
Returns the line for Frankton.
And the Indians will have possession. Horton will slow things down for Mississinewa. 52-49, Mississinewa leads. And there will be an offensive foul. 52-49. Mississinewa will play good defense here once again. And shot up by Frankton is good, and it's a 1-point ball game. 52-51, a $1:30 to play. Horn to Skeen, Swanner in the corner for 3, and he connects! And there is a timeout on the floor, and we will take a full timeout as well. This is Mississinewa. It is basketball in a loud Friedenberg court. Welcome back to Gas City. As we continue with the fourth quarter, a $1:20 to play, 55-51. Mississinewa leads, and Frankton will have possession. And they will roll the ball half court, and the clock is ticking. Frankton goes up, no good. The ball will be brought down, and it'll go off of Mississinewa, and it'll stay with Frankton. $1:05 to play. And Coach Reed thought it was going to his direction, and there will be a block. Be a foul on Larry Dean, his 5th. Colin Yoder will check in for Mississinewa. Ethan Bates will be at the line, and the first one is good. Second one is good. 55-53, Indians head to their side. Swanner to Horton. Horton will slow things down, and he will be double teamed. He will break it, he'll go to Skeens. Skeens will look, and it's a turnover, and the ball is loose. And it'll go, and there's a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. Frankton will be back in 60. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the fourth quarter. 42 seconds to play in regulation. Indians lead 55-53. Frankton will have possession. The ball will be loose and it'll go. It'll be a jump ball. That's 55-53. Frankton will have possession. Shot up, no, but there will be a foul. Fouls on Indian number 33, Eisman Skeens his first, team's ninth. .21 seconds to play, and it is all knotted up at 55. .14. 9. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And there is no call, and we will head to overtime at Friedenberger Court. And I just got a text from one of my broadcasting crew members, and Coach Ian Van Winkle. He says, "Go Indians." And we, again, are heading to overtime. An Indian and an Eagle will meet. Tay McClung and Rylan Dentling will tip it up. And no, we are not tipping it up to begin the game. It is heading into overtime. The whistle has blown, the tip is up, and it is controlled by Mississinewa, and the 4-minute clock has started. Heisman Skeens 2-point jumper, and it's good. A good sign to see the Indian student section all fired up. Good defense by the Indians. The bucket is up and good. 2-point bucket is good. And Rylan Dentling will head to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. The one and only is up and good. It's a 1-point ball game. Swanner goes to Skeens. Skeens will go to Horton. Horton will get inside to McClung. McClung will kick it out to Swanner. Swanner will go to Horton. Yoder to Horton. Horton inside to McClung, and there's a no shot, and there's a foul. No good. 3 minutes to play. Indians trail by 1. Out of bounds on out of bounds on Mississinewa, and it'll go to Frankton. Shot up, no good, and Mississinewa will bring it down. And there will be a foul. Good call, good call. And the first one is good. A message from Lady Indian head coach, Coach Omega Tandy. Lady Indians are in full support of our boys showing grit in getting this done. So a shout out to the Mississinewa girls basketball team and Coach Tandy on their support. Shot up, good. McClung puts it up, no, and there's a no call. And there's 2 minutes to play. 3 underway, it's no good, and tip is up, and it'll go to Mississinewa. Horton will go to Swanner inside of McClung. McClung loses control, and it'll go to Frankton. And there is a foul on Anthony Horton. Full timeout, Mississinewa will be back after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back as we continue with overtime. It's a 1-point ball game, 1:25 to play. Drayton Kane will be at the line. First one is no good. The second one is good. (59-61). Swanner, three, no good. It'll be a rebound. Heisman. Skeens will lose control, and it tips off of Frankton. Heisman Skeens will be at the line for 2 shots. The first one is good. Second one is good, and it's 61-61. Shot up, good. 61-63, 55 seconds to play. Anthony Horton shot up, no good, and there's a foul. The first one is no good. The second one is no good. 61-63. And it is an and one. And Frankton will head to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. One and only is good. 61-66. 2-point jumper by Landon Swanner is no good, and it'll head to Frankton. And there is an Indian foul. And it'll be a foul on Colin Yoder, his third. And is a full timeout. Coach Reed and the Mississinewa Indians. Timeout is brought to you by Cafe Valley, 3701 South Adams Street in Marion. We'll be back in 30. This is Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with overtime. 26 seconds to play. Indians trail 61-66. The first one is good. The second one is good. Three underway by Colin Yoder is no good. And there will be a foul on Heisman Skeens. Schwarner will put up the three, and it's good. At the end of regulation in overtime, Indians 64, Eagles 69. For myself and the rest of the TribeTV members that are here today, thank you for tuning in for tonight's CIC Showdown. Have a pleasant evening.
Unofficial scoring for Frankton. Andrew Hartley 3 points. Brandon Kane 3, Ethan Biggs 8, John Maxwell 8, Aiden Keith 26, Ryder Decker 21. Mississippi All-Area 82, Taylor Plum 8, Lane Schwarner 21, Anthony Porter 22, Heisman Skeens 11. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to tonight's game. Have a safe trip home. pregame.